Hello, hello. Okay, so that's picking it up now. Are my filters? Yep, all my filters are. Cool, all the filters are applied. God. Not that I don't think we have any viewers yet, but I have this fun dance every time I want to stream, and I have to like reconnect and reconfigure everything. On the wrong page. You have to reconnect and reconfigure everything, which is such a pain in the ass. So, as I said, yeah, Merry Christmas. Today's stream is going to be about Advent of Code. As you may hear from my voice, I have a cold. I wouldn't go say as far as saying the flu. Pretty sure it's not coronavirus. I've tested negative, but we'll see how it goes. I'll keep testing. So I'm going to be very nasally, very Phoebe from Friends, sexy voice, sticky shoes, kind of jazz. But I'm way behind on Advent of Code. Work just engulfed all my productivity, which I should be focusing on work anyway, but it just meant that I was relegating the fact that I couldn't do Advent of Code. So if you're watching along live, don't forget to say hi in the chat. We're going to be going through, annoyingly, day 3 of Advent of Code. We really should be looking at, like, what is it? Day 20 at this point. Yeah, let me just write this message. Okay, so get this put into the chats and get rid of my narcissistic self. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna fire up my screen and we'll go through the exercise. Oh, that was me kind of getting ahead of myself, but we'll delete that. I can always rewrite it if I need to. So we're on day 3's challenge. So I've already read through this, so we don't have to like go through and watch me act like a child trying to read through this kind of thing. But the kind of main takeaways from this is going off from the previous stories. If you followed any of this kind of stuff, the elves are like loading rucksacks with supplies. Fortunately, the elves don't quite follow the packing instructions, so a few of the items now being rearranged. Each rucksack has 2 compartments. All the items are meant to go into exactly one of the 2 compartments. The elf that did the packing... Yeah, the elf that did the packing... Yeah, I think the elf that did the packing fucked shit up. And the way that they weirdly like represent this stuff, we'll zoom in, is like this is a rucksack. But if you split it down the middle... that is each compartment, and then you have to like dupe these 2. Yeah, so first rucksack contains that. First compartment has this, and the second compartment has that. And then the only item that appears in both is a lowercase p. So each item has like a corresponding letter. So if we like take this, got to zoom in. Where's our font size? We can bump that up to 26. Yeah, that's not too bad. So yeah, so this is like the first rucksack. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So 24 characters. So if we go 12, that's the 2 compartments. Is that correct? Oh, I cut it a little bit early. That's the 2 compartments, and then we're looking at both of these. I'll bump that font up a little bit more. Okay, yeah. So we're looking at both of these, and we want to compare this against this and then find out duplicates. So from their example anyway, it says the P obviously is the same, so we can kind of see both P's are highlighted here. And then we want to do that for all of them. Each letter has a corresponding like value, like a prioritization value they call it here. So like A through Z is 1 to 26. Capital A to capital Z is 27 to 52. So we then need to correspond those. And then I think it's like find the item that appears in both complementary of rucksacks. What is the sum of the priorities of those items? So then we add them all up together. So I guess like we kind of have to work that out. I feel like I always seem to like do these things where a lot of it's just like parsing on a list, getting a bunch of numbers, and then calculating the total. But yeah, we'll figure this out. So what I'm actually doing is I'm going to grab the sample. And if my logic works for the sample, then pull in the full data set, and then means I can have a shorter thing to debug with. So I can say const sample data. And for a change, I'm actually using TypeScript for this year's admin code. Well, first year of me doing it. So I'm going to use TypeScript. I hope it can give me better IntelliSense. It might give me a bit of overhead of having to write my own typing. Well, we'll see how that goes. So copy these in and then turn this into an array of strings. Still getting my head around VS Code's config and setup. Like if you know me, I'm a WebStorm person, but I can't justify buying a personal license because this isn't corporate work related. So I'm gonna have to keep it like free to use. Yeah, so we have our sample data, and we know this is an array of strings. So we can work on this. So we have our sample data, and let's stretch that back up so you can see that on the code. We have our sample data. So I kind of like this idea of always having like a result variable that I always console log at the end. And if I do npm run dev, I think it is in this project. So I have a little skeleton project set up that just runs TS node, but in like watch mode. So it's logging out nothing at the minute. If I do test save, yeah, cool. So let's figure out what we need to do. So we have a result. We need to iterate through each, split them in half, find item that exists in both, give that a like a number value. From that number value, we can then calculate the total. So I think the first thing is, let's use comments actually. So we're going to say split in half and find duplicate. So result equals result dot map. Ooh. Item I cannot type already, and I've only had like one gen before this. So result.map, our map has to return something, so that's why it's complaining. So we're going to say const the first, second. That's going to be the first half, the second half, and that's going to be our array of item dot split 0, and then the index is going to be the middle So it'll be item dot length. It knows item is a string. Why do I have to type it? Item dot. Okay, so let me. I know this isn't about bitching and moaning about TypeScript, but I have. Oh, it's results. Sorry, shit. It should be sample data. That'll give you the better IntelliSense. So that's going to be length. I think it's length -1. I always remember doing that because if you have an array of items 0, 1, 2, and 3, the index isn't what you care about. It's like, well, not the length, it's the index. So length -1, and then the rest is going to be item dot split, and then this value again, but with no end. And we could probably create this. So const halfway point equals that, and then replace these. So we're going to do that and that. And what is it complaining about? So no overload matches this. Split. And the separator. Oh, it's not split, it's slice. I will be sneezing through this one. Slice, that's what I was looking for. So, slice them up. Our result is going to be any for now. Eventually it's actually going to be a number and we can coerce it into a number, but okay, so we got it first. So we're going to do console.log, and we'll log out what's going on first. That is not, oh, not length. Length divided by 2. 1 maybe? I think the -1 is a red herring. I'm just thinking because I tried this before. So we know this is 24 characters. And if we puzzle it out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We should be splitting on the R. It's not. So that -1 is not necessary. Save that. Bump up our terminal. And why does, when increasing the font size of the terminal, increase the size of the terminal? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Okay, so that's splitting them. That's good. Then we want to go split into. Probably did that the most awkward way as possible as well, but slicing into the two. I think, and I like how you use the deconstruction there. Then find duplicate. And what they didn't specify in here is there going to be, but I guess like in this example, they've kind of went through and explained everything. So that's not too bad. So we're going to say const duplicate it duplicates maybe equals first dot, yeah, so we're going to split this first string with nothing, getting every character, and then we're going to say filter, yeah, okay, filter. So that'll give us each character, and then we say return. So our filter has to return true or false based on whether we want to include it in the results returned. So we say if return true if if second dot includes car. So if the character from the first one is included in the second, then it's a duplicate. So that log duplicates. We have found multiple. In the first one, the P, which matches their example, an L. So it can happen more than once, but we don't count how many it is. So in that case, we want to just say there might not be ones at all, which is fine because that should be an empty array. Okay, so we've got we have our duplicates. So I guess then we can say return, and that's going to be a duplicate. Return duplicate. So now we have an array of what our duplicates are. Then we need to do the mapping for them. So we need to like map these against those. I keep on saying monetary values, but there's not money involved in this. I think if you're watching along, say hi, help me out, tell me that I'm over engineering and splitting an array of strings in half. I feel like that should be easier in JavaScript in the modern day. Like I shouldn't have to do something like this to say like split this array in half. There should be something easier to do. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. So we have our array of letters, which are our duplicates. So now we need to give them their monetary value. Did I create a function? Yeah, why not? Say letter to number. Anything to watch this, the ASMR of me holding my nose and sniffling all the time would probably be great. So letter number is going to be a function that takes letter and returns a number. So letter is string returns number. So they say lowercase a to z is 1 to 26. So I remember looking into this beforehand. I don't want to like create like a mapping of everything. So I think I can say, so we'll say if it's, we want to say if it's lowercase or uppercase. So we're saying if letter dot to uppercase or to uppercase equals letter, then it's uppercase. We can say return a 1 for now. Else return 1 as well, and that'll keep TS code happy. So I remember seeing this case where if I open up the dev tools, clear this out. If I say a dot code hardcode add, yeah, so hardcode add. What's hardcode do? If we look at the MDN docs, we can see what this actually does. Returns an integer between 1 and big as number representing the UTF of a given index. I'm assuming, yeah, but given an index will increase over and over again. So if I do, so that was 97, if I do B, 98, cool. That gives me 90, so if I say A, gives me 90 that, minus 26, no. So I want A to be 0, and it's currently 97. So minus 97. But actually minus 96 because I want it to be 1. Because, yeah, 1 to 26. we can grab that and we can say letter dot that. Actually, sorry, that was for lowercase. What do we do for uppercase? I go A. I want you to be 27. So that minus 27 is 38. Minus 38 comes 27. No, keep doing the wrong one. So that one. So this is going to then turn the letter into its corresponding character code and give us back a number. Fully typed, I might add. And I guess that's probably nothing special. So I guess I could call it here. So I can say letter to number. And then that's going to give me those numbers. Are those numbers correct? 16, 38, 42, 22, 20, 19. Cool. And then I want to say total the number. And like, I shit you not, like, am I over engineering trying to sum a number, or like, there must be a better way than using a reduce. So I'm going to just do like result equals result dot reduce. Because it doesn't know it's an array. I know it's a line. Prev cur. And then our starting point is going to be 0. So we're going to say return prev plus card. Like, is there a math dot like sum? It must be like a math dot total or something. Yeah, maybe not. Okay, cool. So then that gives us 157. That matches what they expected. So instead of then using the sample data, because I have this. Which holds everything. This would be better as an array of strings. Am I gonna have to click all these times? No, okay, I'm just keeping it as a string. Keep it as a string, and I can read that in. So instead of sample data, I'm gonna say data from input dot split on a new line, and then map. And that should give us the number. Copy this, put it into our answer, submit. Yes, that's the right answer. Well, no, this is where I can get screwed over, because I have to then move on to part 2, which I haven't read, so I'm going to have to read through with you, but sure, why not? As you've finished identifying the misplaced items, the shelves come to you with null issue. For safety, the elves are divided into groups of 3 for safety for some reason. Every elf carries a badge that identifies their group. For efficiency within each group of 3 elves, the badge is the only item type carried by all 3 elves. Oh right, I'm lost already. That is, if a group's badge is item type B, then all 3 elves will have item type B somewhere in their rucksack. Okay. And at most 2 of the elves will be carrying any other item. Problem is that someone forgot to put this year's updated authenticity sticker on the badges. All of the badges need to be pulled out of the rucksacks so the new authenticity sticker can be attached. Additionally, nobody wrote down which item type corresponds to each group. Groups badges. Only way to tell which item type is in the right is by finding one of the item type that is common between all 3 elves in that group. Every set of 3 lines in your list corresponds to a single group, but each group can have a different badge item type. So in the above example, the first group's rucksacks are the first 3 lines. So that's my group of elves. The second group's rucksack, the next 3 lines, okay. In the first group, the only item that appears in all 3 rucksacks is lowercase r. R there, and R there. This must be their badge. In the second group, their badge item must be Z. Uppercase C, C. Does that have an uppercase C? Yes, it does. Alright, so that is crossing. Priorities for these items must still be found to organize the stickers. That's whatever's here. There are They are 18R for the first group and 52Z for the second group. Some of these is 70. These items must still be found to organize the stickers. What is R again? Command K. See. What's the lowercase? Aye, 18. Item type that corresponds to the badges of each 3 elf groups. What is the sum of the priorities? Okay, so I need to take that list, break it into 3s, find the similarity, total that. Ugh. How do you fucking parse an array? And then, so I'm mapping over each individual item at the minute. And I'm only getting the duplicate between the 2 halves. So I don't think we care about that anymore. We want to then rewrite this to like look at. So let's take this code. So we'll update our sample data. And it's going to be well, yeah, no, actually I have that sample data. Okay, that's grand. We're switching back to our sample data. So yeah, we're mapping our sample data. It's fine. We're still logging out what we want. So we need to say is there a way to like take an array and split? Can I like break the array down into 3s? This seems like it should be like some sort of like basic programming 101, but I don't really understand. Let's open up the DevTools and play about with this. So if I have let r equals that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I want to then separate that, but whenever you hit like a multiple of 3, grab the last 3 items. Oh, yeah, I feel like I want to do it functional, but I guess that works because I'm iterating over it. Am I overthinking this then? Am I doing fizzballsy kind of shit? We don't need to split in half. We just need to find the letter that matches in all 3. So let's delete this code. We still have letter, the number, which is good. Do the 3 thing. So I can say I could have done it with it. No, because the map is converting. I want to create a new array almost. So I'm going to say let new r that. And I'm going to say sample data dot for each item index. Item is a string, index is number, cool. And not inheritance. When TypeScript inference and if index modulus 3 0. Okay, so we'll have to account for that. And not equal to 0. And index modulus 3. Okay, cool. It's modulus 3, so then two equals. Oh, and then I could slice the array. So sample data dot slice, and it's going to be starting at index minus 3 for 3 items. That could work. Okay, cool. And I'm going to say console log 1, 2, 3. Ooh, shit. Result yes, because you are not an array anymore. Okay, so that, yeah, got the third and logged. Didn't do the second time though. 0, 3, 5. Not to be index plus 1, so I don't need the 0. Index plus 1. So at the not exactly going imagining. Let's just try console.log item. Yep, that's a third, and that's a sixth. So I guess like I'm over engineering this. I'm over complicating this. I can say const 1 equals sample data index minus 2. Actually, that'll be 3, 2, 1. Console log that out. How do I get on the index? I think that's 2, 1, 0. Yeah. Because I'm on the fucking index. Okay, so I figured out right. I can, when it's divisible by 3, I can grab it, and I can get 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to say find the letter that exists. So say const dupe the kit equals, because it has to exist on 3, so it doesn't matter which one I use to compare. Split dot filter. I can use item again. Car. Use a character, and we'll say return 2 dot includes car and 3 dot includes car. Log duplicate RR. And yes, and it's doing that crap where where there's multiple. We only care about one. I'm pretty sure either I didn't read that or it didn't state that, and it's probably the case that I didn't read that. Okay, cool. So we've now got them. So we're gonna say new r dot push. Had I made an array? I think so. I haven't done. What's the, I haven't done non-immutable JavaScript in a long time. Ooh. Oh, come on, the fuck. Property push does not exist on type string. Oh, that's a string of arrays. I need the default. Okay, cool. So then, well, actually, I want to do the letter to number. Come on, VS Code, for fuck's sake. Like, obviously, that's what I was trying to do. Webster might have done that. And again, with total result, just is not a function. Not a function. Okay. It's not numbers, it's strings. Or, not strings, it's numbers. 70, is that right? So then I need to change this out. To the sample data, it's going to be data. Data dot split on new lines. Oh, Jesus. Gonna be data. What? Gonna be probably split index 30. And this is where things get funny. literally the third one in. Oh, well, actually, maybe not. Because we have that. We have that. Isn't. Oh, yes, because we're on the third. And then cannot split on line 31. One line up. Should be that. Actually, item. And it gets to. Let's start with a capital D. It's not logging it as. That's the third. Yeah, here. Oh, yeah. Is modulus 3 equals 0. Is that what it is? Yeah. Like modulus 0 gives you so 3 modulus 3 true. 7 false. 9 true. Okay, and then going back and getting the last 3 indexes. But I don't like splitting on 1, so let's console.log 1, 2, and 3. The fuck are you undefined? Why are they all undefined? Wait, what's the index then? It. Oh, you fuck. Fuck you. You're so fucking stupid. Ugh, God, right. Const full data. When you see, you'll see. We were still using the sample data for half of these things, not the actual data. So that's going to be full data. And then these are all going to be full data as well. Because full data only had 2 sets of 3. We should need all this. So we get this number. I think is right. And we're going to submit. That's the right answer. Won't go start closer to collecting enough. Hey! Here's 1, 2, 3. Ooh, shit. Share milestone, yeah. Return to your advent calendar. I am that close. I'm curious if these going towards much or what's going on, or the stars care. But again, thank you so much for watching along and sharing with me. I'm gonna try and do the rest of it, and I think we managed to do well with that challenge. I think I was with these challenges. I'm overthinking. I'm trying to do functional and imperative, not imperative. Search with an I. That code where you don't change the original value. Immutable. I'm trying to make everything immutable and functional. And I am that guy during day-to-day work. But sometimes, a for each works. And popping into or pushing into an array works. And now I've learned the kind of beauty of type safety, so I can like put that in the mix. But it was great. I can go through that and figure that stuff out. And hopefully I'll see you on the next one.